Kamala Harris, the gaslighter-in-chief, just released a new campaign ad. The topic, how tough on immigration she is. Take a look.
On the border, the choice is simple. Kamala Harris supports increasing the number of Border Patrol agents. Donald Trump blocked a bill to increase the number of Border Patrol agents. Kamala Harris supports investing in new technology to block fentanyl from entering the country. Donald Trump blocked funding for technology to block fentanyl from entering the country. Kamala Harris supports spending more money to stop human traffickers. Donald Trump blocked money to stop human traffickers. Kamala Harris prosecuted transnational gang members and got them sentenced to prison. Trump is trying to avoid being sentenced to prison. There's two choices in this election: the one who will fix our broken immigration system and the one who's trying to stop her.
This is literally the equivalent of if Donald Trump ran an ad saying that he was for universal health care and just banning private insurance, which of course is something that Kamala Harris has said repeatedly. It's no, surprise that Kamala Harris is doing this since people care about immigration a lot. Again, we should expect that Kamala Harris would do something like this and do something so gaslighty. But what we shouldn't expect, and what's truly crazy about this, is that people believe it. I've said from the very beginning that election interference is very scary. It's not good. Obviously nobody wants it, and it is scary because corruption is scary. I don't know if it will happen this time because it hasn't happened yet, but it's certainly something I am concerned about, and I think a lot of people are concerned about it, especially the people that listen to the show. But corruption like this can be weeded out. It can be fixed. We can improve it in America. What is far scarier to me is what is going on right now, which is that a large percentage of Americans believe Kamala Harris will do a better job than Trump on immigration. How is that even possible? And so you do have to ask yourself, is it the polls? Yeah, it could be the polls a little bit, but the polls have been moving in a direction. If they move in a direction, again, we might not know the percentages exactly, but it means that there's momentum behind Kamala Harris. That is what's truly scary. The only other explanation that there could possibly be, and it's very easy to see, so it's not really, this isn't really me theorizing, everybody can see it, is that they believe the media. Which I know sounds crazy to say out loud. I believe me, it is crazy because I think all the people who watch this show, myself included, we don't believe in the media ever. It's so clear when they're lying through their teeth to us. But somehow there's a huge percentage of Americans who are caught up in these lies, even though they're incredibly corrupt and untrustworthy. The media deceives so many Americans. By the way, that's why they're so hell-bent against alternative media sources like X, for instance, which we've seen this weekend as tons of people are trying to shut down the conversation between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Why they're so afraid, just on its face, why would you be so afraid of just a random guy interviewing Donald Trump? And I say random guy kind of tongue-in-cheek. I know he's not a random guy, but why does it matter? The only explanation is because they are so terrified, because they love censorship. They know that alternative media destroys their movement completely because, again, they can only compete in a world with their ideas and the craziness that the left and the media is pushing. The only way they can compete is if they're the only voice. That at the end of the day, that's true. And unfortunately, there are enough Americans, as I've been talking about, that actually believe, again, it sounds crazy, believe me, but yes, there are a lot of Americans that actually believe what the media feeds them. Again, we can expect this from Kamala. It shouldn't be surprising. If anyone's out there thinking, wow, I can't believe Kamala gaslit people so hard about immigration, you should expect it. That's what politicians do. Biden did it over and over again. You were literally gaslit for a year where people were saying, no, Biden is the pinnacle. He is the pinnacle of wisdom and well-spoken man. He's so smart. You were gaslit, and then finally, when it was just too apparent for them to lie about it, then they acted like the whole time they always, of course Donald Trump is better than Joe Biden. Joe Biden's senile, and you're like, bro, a week ago you were saying that he was perfectly good. In any case, we shouldn't be surprised about this, but it's much sadder to see that people actually believe her. That's the part that's truly shocking. She's been in charge of the border for 4 years already. It says in the video, by the way, this is really interesting. In that video that I just played, it shows in the video that it says, we will fix the immigration problem. They've been saying for 3 years now that there is no immigration problem. That's why they didn't create any new policy on it. They said there was absolutely no problem. And so Donald Trump's team honestly needs to find the videos of her and Biden saying over and over again that there was no immigration problem. And they need to combine it with this video saying that there clearly is and she's going to fix it, because suddenly there's a border problem, even though they said it was going great the whole time. And unfortunately, again, we can expect this from the politicians, but what's so disgraceful is the media coverage of her time and time again. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Please go down below, comment, like, and subscribe, and watch another video.